Καλησπέρα Μελβούρνη. Η Ένωση Ελλήνων Αιγύπτου και Μέσης Ανατολής, η γνωστή μας ΕΕΑΜΑ, γιόρτασε τα 75 χρόνια από την ίδρυσή της. Εμείς είμαστε εκεί, καταγράψαμε την εκδήλωση και σας την παρουσιάζουμε.
Γεια σας και καλησπέρα εδώ στην ΕΕΑΜΑ. Είμαι ο νέος πρόεδρος της ΕΕΑΜΑ, ο Νίκος ο Καραγιάννης. Σας καλωσορίζω σήμερα να διασκεδάσουμε τα 75 χρόνια της ΕΕΑΜΑς μας.
Στο όνομα του Πατρός και του Υιού και του Αγίου Πνεύματος Αμήν. Πάτερ ημών εν της ουρανής, αγιαστήτω το όνομά σου, ελθέτω η βασιλεία σου, γεννηθήτω το θέλημά σου, ως εν ουρανό και επί της γης. Των άρτων ημών των επιούσιων δώσει μην σήμερον και άφεση μην τα οφειλήματα ημών, ως και ημείς αφίε με τις οφειλέτες ημών, και μη εις ενέγγιση μας εις πειρασμών, αλλά ρίσε ημάς από του πονηρού. Εν πρώτης, θα ήθελα να ευχαριστήσω το Σύλλογο της ΕΕΑΜΑ που με προσκάλεσε σήμερα να παραστώ στην 75η επέτειο των γενεθλίων σας. Θα ήταν παράληψη αν δεν έλεγα λίγα λόγια, διότι όπως βλέπω έχει 75 χρόνια η ΕΕΑΜΑ. Τα 4/5 της ηλικίας της είμαι κι εγώ παρόν στην ΕΕΑΜΑ. Και όχι μόνο παρόν, όχι μόνο εγώ, αλλά και όταν ήμουν στον Ιερό Ναό του Αγίου Ιωάννου, στο Κάλτον, στην κοινότητα του Κάλτον, την οποία ίδρυσε ο αείμνηστος πατήρ Ιερόθεος Κουρτέσης, η ΕΕΑΜΑ ήταν πάντα αρρωγός σε όλες τις εκδηλώσεις μας. Αλλά και εμείς όλες τις εκδηλώσεις μας τις κάναμε στο Whiteman Street, στο South Melbourne, που είχατε τα γραφεία σας και το hall εκεί. Επίσης, οι περισσότεροι εκ των κηδεμόνων και προέδρων και συμβούλων της κοινότητας του Αγίου Ιωάννου υπήρξαν Αιγυπτιώτες. Και πρώτον απ' όλο να μην ξεχάσω τον αείμνηστο Στάθη Σωτηρόπουλο, ο οποίος ήταν κηδεμόνας και πρόεδρος της κοινότητας του Αγίου Ιωάννου. Επίσης, η αδελφή του, η Ειρήνη Μυρίτη, η αείμνηστη, κηδεμόν και μέλος της Φιλοκτόχου Αδελφότητος. Επίσης, ο Ντίνος ο Μελιδώνης, αντιπρόεδρος της κοινότητας του Αγίου Ιωάννου. Και εκτός αυτού, η χοροδία του Αγίου Ιωάννου, όπου πρώτος χοροδός υπήρξε ο αείμνηστος Γιάννης Σαρής και κατόπιν ο αείμνηστος Βασίλης Ριζόπουλος, πατέρας του αντιπροέδρου σας Λουκά. Επίσης, άλλα μέλη της χοροδίας ήταν ο Ηλίας Ζορζόπουλος, Μιχάλης Χατζιωάννου, Μιχάλης Χανδρής, Θεόδωρος Σοφοκλέους, Κωνσταντίνος Σικαμιάς. Όπως βλέπετε, ήταν ενεργά μέλη της κοινότητός μας τα χρόνια εκείνα, όλοι τους. Ευχαριστώ για την πρόσκληση που μου κάνατε σήμερα να παραστώ σε αυτήν την μεγάλη επέτειο και εύχομαι να συνεχίσετε και να τα κατοστήσετε.
Ladies and gentlemen, members, friends of our community, it is with deep emotion and pride that we gather today to celebrate 75 years of EEAMA, League of Greeks from Egypt and the Middle East. When our parents, grandparents left Alexandria, Cairo, Port Said, and so many other cities, they came with them not only memories, but unbreakable Greek spirit. They built new lives, yet they never forgot who they were. EEAMA was born from that spirit, a desire to preserve our language, culture and values in a new homeland, it became not just an organisation, but a home away from home. For 75 years, EEAMA has been a bridge between generations, between cultures, between our past and our future. It has united Greeks from Egypt and the Middle East under one proud banner. Through festivals, dances, language schools, theatre and community events, EEAMA has preserved our traditions and ensured that our children know where they come from. Today, we also pay tribute to the founders and pioneers of EEAMA, those who, in 1949, had the vision to create this league. They arrived in a new land with courage, resilience, and a dream. And we are so proud these heirs had those dreams. Let us also thank every committee, every volunteer, and every member who has kept EEAMA alive through love and dedication. As we celebrate this remarkable milestone, we must also look ahead. Our responsibility now is to inspire the next generation, to pass on the pride, the stories, and the unity that define who we are. May EEAMA continue to be a place where our hearts meet, where our heritage is honoured, and where the Greek spirit from Egypt and the Middle East continues to shine for generations to come. To everyone who has been part of this 75-year journey, thank you for your faith, your effort, and your love for our community. Additionally, I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to the principal contributors of the creation of the book 75 Years EEAMA. In particular, Mr. Lakis Kanzipas, who dedicated an extraordinary amount of time and effort to collating information, conducting interviews, and bringing together the work you're about to see. In addition to Mr. Kanzipas, I wish to express my heartfelt thanks to three distinguished past presidents of EEAMA. The late George Potamidis, Mr. Lukarizopoulos, and Mr. George Kypreos.
Για τις πιο δύσκολες ώρες σας, είμαστε κοντά σας. Παναγιώτης Τζιότσης, Orthodox Funeral Services. Με κατανόηση, συνέπεια και επαγγελματισμό, όπως απαιτούν οι περιστάσεις. Παναγιώτης Τζιότσης, Orthodox Funeral Services. Τηλέφωνο 03 95 68 58 58.
"75 years. It's a span of time that represent not only just the life of the organization, but the story of generations. It's a story of those who come before us, who carry with them their dreams, their culture, and their determination to build a better future in a new land. It is the story of how a small idea to create a place of connection, culture, and belonging grew up to something much greater than anyone could have imagined. When our founders established EEAMA back in 1950, they did so with thyros, courage, and orama, vision. They knew that for the community to thrive, it needed roots, roots that preserve culture, support families, and foster solidarity. And so EEAMA became more than just an association. It became a home away from home, a place where friendship were forged, where tradition was celebrated, and where generation could gather to learn, laugh, and grow together. Over the years, we have had witness of the extraordinary dedication of those who carried the mission forward, volunteers who gave tirelessly their time, leaders who guide us with wisdom, families who brought their children, ensure the torch of culture and community was passed from one generation to the next. We owe them all our gratitude, for without the commitment, we will not celebrating here tonight. And we thank them for that. But anniversaries are not only about looking back, they are also about looking ahead. EEAMA stands today as a bridge between the past and the future, between heritage and progress, between tradition and innovation. As we reflect of 75 years of history, we must also ask ourselves, what will the next 75 years look like? The answer lies in our young people, in the energy, the ideas, and the passion, I hope. They are the inheritors of the legacy, and it's our responsibility as a community to give them the tools and the opportunities to lead, if they are willing. The door is always open. If the past 75 years were about survival, growth, and foundation, then the next 75 will be about renewal, creativity, and impact. And so tonight, as we celebrate it, let us also commit to keep EEAMA strong. Let us commit unity, service, and hope, which are the hallmarks of the Pan-Hellenian Paradosi, the Pan-Hellenic tradition all across the globe. To our past and present committee members of the organization, I say thank you. To members who continue to turn up in our events and initiatives, we say thank you. To the dignitaries who grace us again this evening, we say thank you. My friends, anniversaries like this do not come often. Let us savor the moment, honor the journey, and look ahead and pride at the next, pride and confidence. Here to 75 years of EEAMA and to the countless story yet to be written to the next 75 years. Thank you very much. Σας ευχαριστώ όλους πολύ.
This year holds special meaning for us in Egypt as it also marks the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Egypt and Australia. It is therefore a privilege for me to be here in Melbourne during this historic moment to commemorate both milestones, the Diamond Jubilee of the League and the Diamond Jubilee of Egyptian-Australian relations, which together highlight the strengths and depths of Egypt's long-standing ties with both the peoples and institutions. Allow me also to highlight the distinguished Egyptian presidential initiative, Reviving the Roots, Nostos, launched by His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and warmly embraced by both Greece and Cyprus. This landmark initiative stands as a unique human and cultural bridge that honors the rich heritage shared between our three peoples and celebrates the historic presence of Greek and Cypriot communities in Egypt, who contributed profoundly to its cultural and economic life. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like on that occasion to express my sincere appreciations to Mr. Nick Karayanis and all members of the League for their outstanding efforts in preserving the heritage, memory, and friendship that unite the people of Egypt, Greece, and Cyprus. Bonds that have shaped not only our past, but continue to inspire our present and future across the Mediterranean and beyond. Our gathering today is more than a celebration of an institution's founding in December 1950. It's a heartfelt tribute to a shared story of coexistence, resilience, and affection that has connected our nations for centuries. From the days of Alexander the Great and the Ptolemies, through centuries of trade, philosophy, and cultural exchange, Egypt and Greece have shared a profound dialogue of civilizations. The Mediterranean Sea, far from dividing us, has always served as a bridge of ideas, creativity, and friendship.
The story of the Greek community in Egypt remains one of the most beautiful chapters in our common history. Greeks who lived in Alexandria, Cairo, and Port Said were not merely residents, they were active partners in Egypt's social, cultural, and economic life. Their contribution in commerce, education, the arts, and architecture left an indelible imprint that continues to enrich our societies to this day. That legacy of mutual respect and coexistence is precisely what brings us together today. The League of Greeks from Egypt and the Middle East, under your esteemed leadership, has for 75 years carried forward the values of community, cultural memory, and friendship, ensuring that these ties remain vibrant in Australia and across the world. Today, Egypt, Greece, and Cyprus continue to work hand in hand to promote stability, prosperity, and sustainable development across our shared region. Through our trilateral partnership, we cooperate in areas such as energy, connectivity, maritime security, climate action, and tourism, while fostering ever-close educational and cultural exchanges. Within the wider frameworks of the Union of the Mediterranean and our cooperation with the European Union, our countries stand together in promoting dialogue, mutual respect, and the principles of international law. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate this Diamond Jubilee, let us look to the future with confidence and purpose, building upon the foundation of shared history to shape a new era of cooperation and mutual prosperity among Egypt, Greece, Cyprus, and Australia. On behalf of the government and people of Egypt, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the League of Greeks from Egypt and the Middle East for your invaluable contribution to this enduring friendship. Thank you very much. Efcharisto, I'll try to make it in the right way.
Για τις πιο δύσκολες ώρες σας, είμαστε κοντά σας. Παναγιώτης Τζιότσης, Orthodox Funeral Services. Με κατανόηση, συνέπεια και επαγγελματισμό, όπως απαιτούν οι περιστάσεις. Παναγιώτης Τζιότσης, Orthodox Funeral Services. Τηλέφωνο 03 95 68 58 58.
My name is George Kyprios, and I have the honor of serving as General Secretary of EEAMA. But today, I also stand before you as a member of the small committee that undertook a very special task, the writing of our book, The Historical Progress of the League of Greeks from Egypt and Middle East. This book is much more than just pages and words. It's a journey, the story of who we are, of what we have lived through, and what we have achieved together as a league. Above all, it reflects our enduring spirit, the spirit that has kept Hellenism alive, even far from our homeland. Writing, it wasn't easy. None of us are professional authors or historians, but we share something more important: love for our league, respect for the past, and a deep sense of duty toward those who will come after us. With the knowledge and means we had, we gave it our all, with heart, collaboration, and through dedication. Of course, there may be small imperfections, but behind every page lies our sincere effort, and that's what truly matters. If we did it again today, perhaps we'll be faster or more polished, but the soul of the book would remain the same, because the real value lies in its sincerity and in the spirit it carries. I hope that everyone who reads it will see more than just history, will feel the emotion, the remembrance, the pride, and the inspiration for the future. Now, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the people who made this possible. To all of you who offered your time, your knowledge, and your passion, thank you. I would like to emphasize that all of them were born in Egypt, all except one, our youngest president, who was born in Melbourne, although both his parents were born in Egypt. Research Committee, Apostolos Lakis Kanjipas. George Kypreos. Lukas Rizopoulos. Editorial Board, Apostolos Lakis Kanjipas. Χαρούλα Τομάζου Καντζίπα. George Kyprios. Lukas Rizopoulos. Text Editor, George Kyprios. Typing, Marianthi Albani Vice. Maria Leria Mustakas. Pagination, M&T Printing. Translation, George Kyprios. Maria Leria Mustakas. John Orfanu Landon. John is my nephew. He was born in Suez, Egypt. Although he was British by birth, he later moved to England where he completed his university studies. The cover was designed by the Research Committee and Grigoropoulos Moscou Vicky, Kandros Panayoti Precision Group, Printing Precision Group, and of course, printing by Precision Group under the care of our president, who kindly arranged for the printing cost at cost price. Thank you, Nick, for your generosity and your support. Dear friends, history is not just a collection of events. It's the living memory of a people, the echo of those who came before us, and the light that guides those who follow. This book stands as our humble tribute to all who built, worked, and kept the flame of Hellenism alive, many of whom are no longer with us, but whose presence we still feel deeply today. Thank you all sincerely for being here today and for sharing this proud, moving moment with us.
Σήμερα δημιουργούμε ένα σημαντικό ορόσημο στην παροικιακή μας εξέλιξη. Την παρουσίαση της ιστορικής προόδου 73 χρόνων της Ένωσης Ελλήνων Αιγύπτου και Μέσης Ανατολής. Το έντυπο αυτό είναι αποτέλεσμα εντατικής και καλοπροσεγμένης προετοιμασίας 8 χρόνων. Οι 240 σελίδες του περικλείουν στην ελληνική αλλά και στην αγγλική γλώσσα όλο το ιστορικό από την πρώτη ιδρυτική συνάντηση, την πρώτη γενική συνέλευση, την ψήφιση του καταστατικού και την εκλογή του πρώτου Διοικητικού Συμβουλίου από τα 90 ιδρυτικά μέλη τα οποία αναφέρονται στο βιβλίο, τους 16 προέδρους, τα 142 μέλη των διοικητικών συμβουλίων. Πρόκειται για ένα σημαντικό έργο που περικλείει όλα τα τμήματα του Συλλόγου. Αθλητικό τμήμα, με ομάδες ανδρών, γυναικών, νέων, νεανίδων, στην καλαθόσφαιρα, πετόσφαιρα, επιτραπέζια αντισφαίριση και κρίκετ κλειστού χώρου, με 350 αθλητές και αθλήτριες που έλαβαν μέρος σε ομοσπονδιακό επίπεδο. Βιβλιοθήκη με 9 μεγάλους δωρητές. Γυναικείο τμήμα με περίπου 95 κυρίες σε πολλές διαφορετικές επιτροπές. Εκδρομικό τμήμα με εκδρομές εντός και εκτός Αυστραλίας. Θεατρικό τμήμα με 2 τόμους βιβλίων. Ο πρώτος τόμος από το 1952 μέχρι το 2001. Ο δεύτερος τόμος από το 2002 μέχρι το 2023 με περίπου 1.000, περισσότερα από 1.000, πάρα πολύ περισσότερα από 1.000 ονόματα.
Να είστε όλοι καλά. Σας ευχαριστούμε, μας παρακολουθήσατε. Μην ξεχνάτε να βοηθάτε αυτούς που μας υποστηρίζουν. Από μένα, το Σωτήρη Σωτηρόπουλο. Μέχρι την επόμενη εβδομάδα, γεια σας και χαρά σας.